Welcome back, gaming beasts. It's the Epic Beasty Gamer here once again. Stay a while and listen as today we play Big Helmets, Heroes of Destiny. I hope you're all having an excellent day. Pull up a chair, grab a snack, and let's dive right into this awesome grind game. Yes, today I will be playing the Warlock again. Check out the previous live stream. Remember, you get AFK rewards as well. You can set what you're going to get, so make sure you choose what is best for your progression. There are many different heroes to choose from. Let's have a quick look at some of them. Yes, each one has their own strengths and weaknesses. The vampire or vampire. Good evening. The ninja. Konnichiwa. Tomodachi minasan. Yeah, the berserker. Powerful character this. The assassin. Poisoner. Please also note these are on the path of evil. Yes, there's the fight against good and evil in this game, and you will soon find out why. Once you have reached 100 levels, you can get this hero for free, the Lich. Yeah, or Lich, depending on how you prefer to pronounce it. And here we have Zeus. So we are nearly there. We are 957. Stick around. Previously, this was the best character for the Path of Good. They create a shield and heal allies. It's very, very useful. Kung Fu Master, the Lumberjack. Yeah, that's a serious tank over there. The Monk, who gets extra attack points. Crossbow Man, vicious character with the following skills. If you want to check out the burn damage, what it does, the perks, each character has a specific perk, as you can see here. The Blade Master, a tank that strikes hard, and then we have the Archer. Depending on what equipment you use, different characters are better for certain areas. I will be showing you some of them, but first we're going to the Warlock, who I am specializing in. Here you can see their primary perk is Curse. Applies 30% base curse damage, and it can stack. Curse is dealing damage for each action point used by target. What does that mean, everybody? Have a look here where you see more action. Currently, I only have 4 action points. You can have over 10 action points, depending on which equipment you use. But as you get artifacts, quite often you will sacrifice action points for powerful artifacts. Looking here, I've got the Deep Curse level, the perk upgraded. To upgrade it, you simply use it, as you can see down here. To upgrade this is going to cost skill books. And now I need to get 10,000 uses of that. So that is a lot of grind, a lot of grind. If we have a look at the Cleric, for example, go to the magnifying glass here, you can see their perks. So each character has special perks that you can upgrade as you go along. Prestige levels, as you can see, I have not used this character much. I have not got it upgraded to level 100 yet, but this character is prestige level 1. So it was upgraded to level 100, and then it gave me extra action points, more initiative, which is like speed. If you have more speed, you will start the battle ahead of enemies. And then, of course, your damage ratio and bonus experience, because I have now become prestige level 1. Now to get to prestige level 2, I need to get to level 125 on this character, and then there are some costs. However, you start off on a low level again and work your way up, but you get all of the hit point upgrades, and hit points can be used, as I explained in a previous video, to convert hit points to damage. So that's very, very useful. star levels. You can upgrade certain star levels of your characters and they will give you benefits. So it's worth doing this as well. And you can get star levels from chests. You can get star levels from buying from the shop using premium currency, which you get playing the game. You don't need to spend any money there. Yes, you don't need to be a wallet warrior, friends. You can come here and get hero tokens. You can save up for gold and get them. And this refreshes on a daily basis. This All right, a little internet glitch. We've been having thunderstorms in the area. Let's go back. Where were we? Yeah. So, those skill books. When you go to your character here, this is for upgrading your special ability. All right. It is not for prestige. Skill books. All right, let's go on. Let's go to a PvP fight. These are live action fights. Choose your character. When you first play this, the first time during the day, you get a 200% bonus. They will randomly pair you up based on your level. So it's very fair. Let's go. And welcome out there. Good to have you with us today. Please drop a like and a sub if you'd like to see more Let's Plays and put in your questions in the comment section. All right. Big helmets, let's go. As you can see, I have the option of putting this on auto or manual. When it is on auto, it will of course work for you. Now you can move forward, you can move backwards, you can end your turn, you can jump. All right. Taking it off auto. I've got talismans here, which you can equip. Talismans are used for summoning dragons, for freezing enemies, in many different aspects. We're against a tough tank over here. You can also harass them or say thanks or whatever you like. You have an option. And remember, this is live chat. So I'm taunting them. And you can put in your own chat if you prefer. Evil nightmare. Yes. See, this is a serious tank we are facing. And the tank killed my teammates. But now it's my turn. Let's see. These are all the cursors on them. You can see these red parts on their character. And every time they move, these are action points APs. I have put curse on them, and curse is damaging them. All right, so that was a victory. We got lucky. Let's play again. As you can see, it added the initial bonus of the day. You can buy extra bonuses if you want. And then you can upgrade your as well when it comes to fights. More hit points, more damage, less PvP damage, more initiative. All right, so they've got a ninja. The ninja is bad news. For me, you can see he's attacking me from behind like a little thief with a dagger. But I re-heal. There are many different skills like bleed. I'm going to take the sound off of this in a moment because it's too noisy. I'll show you how to do that as well. Oh, they dropped the stun. That means I lose an action point or a move point on my turn. You get stun resistances. They cast shield on themselves. It's not good for me. You can have a bleed skill which stops them from healing. There you can see my artifacts that I've equipped. It shows you what they do. And extra enchantments. Check out my previous live to understand more about that. Or if you have questions, you can have a look at those. Very, very tough to take out shielded characters, but they're losing. Let's drop some taunts here, so they don't forget. Yes. You never know who you're going to be up against. There are some very, very tough players in this game, especially the wallet warriors who have dropped lots and lots of money. It's your choice what you'd like to do. Let's go to settings here, and let's just put that off because it's way too loud. All right, there's only one setting for volume on that. All right, that's 2v2. Let's go to player versus player duel. Choose your characters. Again, the equipment you currently have on, items, will be for whichever character you are playing. So it automatically keeps it on everybody. Just remember that there are set items that you can use. I'm just selling some of the junk I've got here because I don't use this anymore. You can upgrade it all, but it is actually very expensive. And I'm going to give you a pro tip. Rather save your money for upgrading super mythics into artifacts, because it takes 3 super mythics and 100,000, 100k gold, and you will be able to upgrade an artifact. I've got 49,000 there. I could sell this artifact if I wanted, and I would get 50,000 for it. However, I don't like this particular artifact because it's just initiative. It's not very good, but I've got an identical pair already. So I'm not going to take out that item's enchantment. I'm simply going to upgrade it. To do that, I need 50,000. All right, so we're nearly there. Let's go do an upgrade here. Remember, hit points converts to damage depending on your skill set. So that's why I'm upgrading so much of it. Let's go to the gym. I'm going to use my warlock character. You can get various bonuses from watching daily adverts if you choose. Let's see who we are up against. Oh, I'm up against a tank. It's not good for me, and they've got a lot of attack points. You can see those APs, and they've got artifacts. So this is not a noob character. They've been playing for a while. You never know who you're going to be up against. Look at their damage as well. It's high. All right, so far I've done quite a bit of damage, but I've got healing. You can see the green buffs that I've got there. And of course, the cleric, which is on the path of good, is a real pain. It is the tier level of the warlock on the path of evil. You can see our levels are not matched in this particular player versus player, unlike the PvP with 4 players. All right, they're doing a lot of damage to me because they've got extra moves. Well, I need to build up my attack points urgently. I've lost a lot. I used to have 8. You can have more than 10. But currently, I'm gearing up for artifacts. I'm going to lose this in a big way. And yeah, good game to this dude. On we go. These are real characters out there as well. All right, you can watch an advert and get extra win streak bonuses maintained, etc. Never mind, whatever. Let's go on. Now, of course, I'm still quite a noob player in this, although I've got some artifacts and people are like saying to me, oh, you've been spending money. No, I have not spent money buying artifacts. That's crazy. You can go and grind them in daily dungeons. It will pair you up with anybody who has the equipment level to enter a dungeon. Higher level dungeons need higher level equipment. Artifacts have the highest level for equipment. So once you reach the threshold for equipment, you can get into certain dungeons, and then you can get a free artifact every single day. Remember, there are 3 dungeons. We'll see if we get around to checking that out. This monk is quite a tough character as well, also a tank, and they have extra attack points. We'll see. Let's see what happens. I need to get a bleed on them because a bleed stops them from healing. Of course, you can get talismans. You can equip 2. There are talismans that actually remove debuffs and heal you. Very good. I prefer going for attack talismans I've got burn and freeze. You can get dragons, fire, etc. All right, they basically kill themselves from attacking me, so that was a lucky win for me. All right, as you can see, I'm getting a bonus here, PvP points, because it's the first fight of the day. You can buy additional bonus items to increase how much you get per fight using gold in the shop. I do not advise you use your premium currency except for getting upgrades for your main character from the shop. All right, here we have another monk. And let's have a look at what artifacts they've got. Oh, Staff of Curse. I really hope I get that because that's perfect for my character. These are the ones I currently have. On my Ice Axe, which is 50% freeze on hit, I also have the enchantment from my Fire Sword, which I disenchanted and added to the axe at great expense, and that is 50% burn on hit. Note when I hit them, all of the information you can see there. Yes, they're getting stunned. I'm getting stunned. They're getting stunned. They're breaking armor. All right, they just cast bleed on me, which stops me from healing. All right, that was lucky again. Another win. Let's go again. There is no limit on how many times you play, unlike lots of other games which impose tickets and all sorts of other sanctions on you. You can grind as much as you want here, which is really fantastic. Yeah. So you can play as a free-to-play player and grind your way up to the top. There are some irritating forced adverts. Just be warned, they will do this to stop bots from playing. That's a high-level character. You have to get at least 1,000 hero levels to get Zeus, or you can buy it for a huge amount of money. I don't advise that. I suggest you just grind away until you get the hero levels. I'm nearly there. That's the sum of all of your heroes from good to get Zeus. And if you want the new character on the path of evil, the Lich, then you need 1,000 combined levels as well for your evil characters. Looks like I'm against the same guy again. Or another Zeus. They're very popular, of course. That's the meta now because they've only come out recently. No problem though. I don't care about how many times you win or lose here. If you don't give up, you can never fail, of course. Here we go. Let's see. This is a different character. You can check out their details here as well. Kung Plow. All right, they're prestige level 1. They're very powerful. And look at their information. 1 to 40 is the equipment level. They're absolutely hammering me here. If you just go immediately to play again, you will quite often hit the same characters again if they're doing the same. So if you don't want to have that happen, give it a few moments before going straight back in. Little pro tip if you're getting whipped, unless you enjoy it. All right, here we go. An archer. Now, they're using ice against me, and they've got a shield. That's a talisman that they've equipped. If we look here, we can see what it is. Special ability. And seasickness talisman. And there we go, curse of poison. Oh, they absolutely annihilated me there. I need to get myself some shields. Shields are very useful in PvP. And if you're a cleric, you also have the ability to heal and put up a shield and equip talismans with shield. It's very useful. I prefer the remove debuff and heal talismans that you can get from fighting certain dungeon bosses. The talismans can be upgraded. Just note, you cannot get artifacts from your talismans. You can only upgrade them to super mythic. All right, there we go. Very nice. So you can just grind and grind and grind and grind. In a moment's time, we will move on and I will show you dungeons. Yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, also prestige level 1. It always amuses me how many people never bother to give themselves a name. It's actually quite pathetic. They just want to be completely anonymous, not even put in the effort. And yet this person has been spending a long time grinding up to prestige level 1, because that's over 100 levels already to get that, just incidentally. All right, they're absolutely destroying me here. All right, so I got wiped out. Now it's time to show you. That's a bit of daily grind here. You go down to the game mode. Solo campaign. These are all different campaigns. Start off here. I'll give you different experience. And you can get different items from them as well. This one I haven't got past yet. Once you have wiped out a certain boss, then you can actually play the bosses under cooperation boss fight. Solo mode is just endless grind, and it's worth getting because you can upgrade your chest level as well. Pass level 50 and reach 300 total hero level to permanently increase rarity of items dropped from chests. So I've done that now. You also get daily quests. I don't bother about that because you only get a bit of gold. It's really not worth it in my opinion. When you really want to get serious gold, we'll go to Cooperation Dungeon. All right, boss fights. These are the different bosses I currently have unlocked. All right, change the boss. So we're going to go through all of them. And that's how you do it. Change the difficulty. I'm going to go right down to noob level 1. All right, once you've beat a boss on a certain level, you can go up to the next level. You can get carried by whoever is with you, or you can help carry them like I'm going to do now as a higher level, playing an easy boss for me. But there'll be a low level entry noob on level 1, and I will carry them, which will give them the ability to go through to level 2. You can play any of your characters. There you can see they're only a level 1 character. So I just helped them and they were appreciative. That was very quick. So let's go to play the next difficulty. Let's help whoever's over there. Let's grind our way up. So this is on the first solo campaign map. This is the boss that you're first going to fight. It looks easy now. I guarantee you it is not easy when you first start out. You will have useless weapons, common drops, and you'll have to build your skills up and build up everything. There you can see another low-level character who is appreciating the help. So you can go back and share the love. Let's go. Next level, boss level 3. You will not be able to get to a higher level unless you have completed the previous level. But it does not mean you need to be qualified for the higher level. You just need somebody who can carry you. So it is very nice in this game because you don't choose who you're fighting with. You will randomly be paired. Battles, as you can see, are quick. Let's go to the next difficulty. It gives you a huge amount of experience when you're a low-level character. So, pro tip, if you want to upgrade a low level, like level 1, like you've seen some of these players using, go do this game mode. You will find other players like myself who will happily carry you. And you can see that's a one hit for them. That would take them a long time to fight. And now they've just got a heap of experience. Of course, they might have a character who is a much higher level. So don't get judgmental is what I recommend. Think, oh, they're only a level 1 noob. No. Certain characters can only be unlocked once you reach a certain level. For example, the cleric, as I mentioned earlier, is the highest level, what was before you could buy Zeus. And then, of course, the warlock, which I'm playing, was the highest level until you could buy the new character, Lish, or get 1,000 total levels. So let's say I start off with Lich, which I will do one of these fine days. I will show you a playthrough. I will start off as a level 1 noob, but I will be able to equip all of my high level equipment, which is awesome. It is not level locked like a lot of stupid games that insist on punishing you even though you've ground and got all the items. Yeah, this character is being friendly. You can talk, but that was too quick. So they're like, oh, thanks, that's good. Let's go on to the next level. You can see I need heaps of experience to level up. But when you're a low level, you could jump up 3 or 5 or more levels on a higher level carry like this. It's very, very useful. My talismans are all talismans of attack. They're super mythic, which is the highest level of talisman you can get. You cannot get them up to artifact level, so don't try. Put 3 together, you will lose them. They will not become an artifact, just as a warning. You can see I'm getting bonus experience here because I'm on a prestige level 1. It's very useful. You get prestige level 2, you get even more bonuses, I believe. I'm on level 77, prestige 1. Once I get to level 125, I can upgrade to prestige level 2. So stick around. We're going to be grinding this big helmets for a long time. Because that's what it's about. It's the grind. It's the grind, people. All right. For all our gamers out there who join and watch, let me know where you're watching from. And remember, gamers, we are all one big family. It doesn't matter where you are on this rock spinning around the sun. We are all gamers. Yeah, it is the great leveler. No matter who you are, what you look like, or anything, this is based on your skills. Of course, the wallet warriors like to spend lots of money. That's fine if you want to support. That's always good. However, I like the grind games because that's what really sets you apart. Because that is skill-based and patience and discipline. It's not simply buy your way to the win. But that's what's good about being a gamer. Each to their own. Whatever makes you happy. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Helping another low-level player. I was also helped when I joined this. So it's nice to go back to share some love. All right, we're going to grind through all of these different bosses here, and then we're going to go to the next boss. Remember, you get these bosses available only once you clear the solo campaign. Yeah, so everybody who's playing here has already beaten this boss on solo to be able to access it on level 1. All right, here we are having a slightly tougher one. I'll be friendly as well. Hello, you can type in your own messages just as I have done on PvP. Boss level 12. Let's go. All right, as we get to some of the higher level bosses, not many people will be grinding these unless they're looking for specific talismans. And here is the key pro tip. If you're looking for stun talismans, burns, ice talismans, healing talismans, shield talismans, dragon, like that one that just flew past from me there, you need to fight different bosses. That doesn't mean they are going to guarantee a drop of a talisman, but you will only get specific talismans from specific bosses. So if you're looking for a certain kind, like a shield, do not grind this boss because it will never drop a shield talisman for you. All right, we're gradually creeping up. All right, here you can see there's an event going on. And incidentally, you need 20,000 Easter eggs to be able to select an artifact, which would be great, except the maximum you can get as a free-to-play player, I've already checked, is 13,000. And then you have to buy a package if you want the additional 7,000 because there are not enough days to get 20,000. But, and here's the key, you can get up to 10,000 of the Easter eggs on this event, and you can get a random artifact. And remember, you're getting those for free. Just play the game as you would normally and get those event eggs, and then you will be able to trade them in for an artifact. If it's an artifact you don't like, sell it for 50,000 gold. Or break it down and take its essence. Again, if you want to break it down, it's going to cost you. It's expensive, but then you can use that essence on one of your other items that you like. Let's go to the next difficulty level. All right, looking good, everybody. I hope you're having an excellent day or night, wherever you might be at the moment. It's a beautiful day here. We had some rainfall. We've had a terrible drought in the area for over a year, so this is fantastic to get the rainfall. That's lovely, the fresh air here. Ah, what a pleasure. All right. We have a vampire. Now check out what happens when the vampire hits the boss. They have lifesteal, which is a really awesome ability, and it's built into the vampire. Also notice the debuffs on the boss. Bleeding, so they cannot heal. Very, very good. That is an excellent and essential skill to have on a boss we are going to encounter later, because it heals itself. And if you can't stop the heal and it cleanses, you will not be able to bring its hit points down. It is very, very tough. I have not got past that boss yet, but I will get past it. All right, nice one. And on we go to the next. You can buy experience books as well from the shop, but I prefer saving my gold for upgrading artifacts at the moment. There are a lot of artifacts that you can get. And we're back. Technical glitches. All right, let's go. Next level. Mechanical fish. Level 15, a very tough opponent. All right, ninja. That's good. A tank. Let's see. You can see the damage they do. 452 against us. Of course, he's got high armor, so he's getting less damage. You can see that he got stunned 3 times. That's not good. That's 3 attack points or action points lost. Curses and buffs trigger as well on action points. You can get bosses in stun locks. I've seen a character who was stunning them on every hit. They couldn't move. Another good strategy is to move away from certain bosses, and then as they move, they get damaged. You can see the purple is the curse damage that they're getting. In fact, it's very low at the moment. $7,200 hit points. You may think wait until you come across the higher level bosses that drop artifacts. Then you will know what high level hit points are. Over 100,000 hit points. All right, so far we're doing pretty well. See, every time it moves, it's getting damaged. Ooh, now the curse is kicking in big time. Sweet damage. Lots and lots and lots. All right, they're up to me now. That's not good for me. Oh, they're biting hard. You're going down, punk. Thank you very much. All right. So, as you can see, with that boss, we'll exit. That was a very nice example there of how curse can destroy them. And we can look at, that is the max level difficulty for that boss. Now we go to change the boss. Let's go to the scorpion, and we're going to play it from, we're going to help out all the little nooblets. Let's go, everybody. Join in. Remember, when you play this, you can search for me and add me as a friend as well. Evil Nightmare. And then just drop some messages when you're in a game. I'm always happy to help carry lower levels. And remember, even if you're high level, doesn't mean that your new characters are high level. You might be a level 100 Warlock, but I have a level 1 Zeus or level 1 Lich, for example. Yeah, so you can help others as well. And that's what's really good about this game, because I'm not choosing who I'm helping here. Whoever needs the help will be on that difficulty level or with that level of equipment. The mechanical scorpion, so that is solo campaign level 2. This little punk self-heals. It's very irritating when you first come across it as a low-level player, I found. But as you can see, they're not a challenge at all when you get to higher levels. But if you grind like I do, you have to earn your level benefits. And that's what makes it so enjoyable in my opinion. All right, here we go. Knockout. On to the next difficulty level. I'm going to grind all of the bosses like this. For anybody who is bored, come back later, because I'm going to be here for a while at this rate. We'll help all the noobs today grind the lower level bosses up to the higher level bosses. Because I'm feeling benevolent. Yes, philanthropic today to our fellow gamers. Anyway, we're getting experience. It's not a lot of experience for my level at the moment, but every little bit adds up. That's how it is. So don't be shy to help others. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. On to level 7. Let's go, let's go, let's go, people. The grind. Level 7 boss coming up. Remember, you could be helping someone get past that level that they're currently stuck on. This could be somebody who's just trying to level up a character. Let's see what level their character is currently on. Looks like, what is that? They're fairly high up. Next level. Level 8, Mechanical Scorpion. Let's go. Rain the pain. Show no mercy. Gaming beasts. You know how we roll. Yes. I'm considering gearing up Diablo Immortal again, because there are lots of new additions for it. It is an excellent game, of course. It is a very complex game now. I might start a brand new character. Let me know in the comments who of you still play Diablo Immortal. I thought I'd play something different for a bit here. But just like Diablo Immortal, there's also a grind involved here. Unlike Diablo Immortal, there are no server level locks, which I could not stand when they first launched Diablo. Everyone is having to wait and wait and wait for the level to be increased. That was just very irritating. Yeah, anyway, back to big helmets. Going nicely, boss level 10. We're going to be punishing the bosses today. On we go. I turned off the game music because it is ultra cheesy. I don't know who's responsible for music, but people, you should be fired. You should be ashamed of yourselves for bringing that revolting, sleazy old music here. It really doesn't suit the game at all, just by the way. Boss level 11. As I mentioned earlier, criticisms, they are forced adverts. Every few game scenarios, you're going to have a forced advert. Now, I'm totally happy to watch adverts when it comes to being through choice and you're getting something for it. But game developers, take note. Everybody hates you when you do forced ads. Every single forced advert is not welcome. We are not your slaves. There are so many other games that do not do forced adverts. You need to stop that nonsense. So, if you spend a little bit of money, which I did because I got so fed up with the forced adverts, because it's a very enjoyable game apart from the forced adverts, then the forced adverts stop. One of the reasons they put that in is for preventing bots. But it's still not a good excuse, because they've got another layer of bot fighting, and every now and again, and you may see it in the stream, they'll come up with a message and a code which you have to enter, and of course bots aren't going to do that. So then if you don't enter it, the game is basically frozen. I'm not sure how many times you can enter it before it disconnects or whatever it does, because I've only made one error on it so far. And that's fair. That's totally fair. But there's no stupid cap going, oh, now you've reached level 20. Now you can only go up one level a day and grind and grind. You know who you are, you AFK, hero collectors, auto battlers. That is incredibly pathetic and irritating. And you just grind and grind, and then you can't go any further because you hit a wall. With this, the only wall is going to be the one that you put on yourself because you're lazy. Yeah, if you don't want to put in the grind, that's fine. This is a second game for me. Maybe watching YouTube or whatever and have this grinding on a little device. It works beautifully. Ah, there we go. That was what I was telling you about, the anti-bot behavior. All right. If you know what happens, do you get kicked out? Sound off in the comments if you get that information wrong, or does it just keep putting it up indefinitely, or is it a certain number of times? 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever. Let me know if you know the answer, guys and gals out there. Don't be shy. Comment your comment in the comments, as the saying goes. Oh, person, yeah, that's always nice. Hello back to you. There's actually a lot of goodwill in this. Many people go good luck and hello. Of course, there are also lots of trolls and lots of taunters. I like to taunt in PvP. I'm not there to hold hands. However, whoever I'm with on my team, I'm happy to be, hey, good luck and whatever. But there are a lot of people be, oh, good luck, good game, etc. That's cool. Each to their own. Yeah. All right. So this is a tough monster. I'm not sure if we will survive this solo, because they can heal. And for some reason, we're not getting bleed on them. I have bleed. It is one of the options I have. Let me just check. I think so. Where is it? There we go. 40%. Chance on hit to apply bleeding. For each additional 100% chance, bleeding damage is increased. So these are what I currently have available. There's a lot. As you can see, oh, there, it's just triggered now. Have a look, man. There it is. Now they can't heal. So they're going to try pull their fancy boss move, but they don't have a cleanse. They can't remove the... Oh, we're going to go down here. They're doing a serious damage, and I'm just managed to heal a bit. I removed the equipment I had before that did knockback. That would be quite useful with a smaller boss, but this guy just crowds you, and they've got loads of attack points. We're not going to get through this. Too many attack points, and they hit too hard. I'm out. Higher level bosses are very difficult, and there we go. So that looks like the level limit for this one. Let's see what the deal is with this boss. How far did I get? I'm not even sure. Haven't played this for a while. All right, I've got to level 15. That means I've cleared it before. All right, we're going to go to change boss. If we get stuck like that, we move on. Change difficulty. We're going to help. Oh, look, I haven't got all the way to the top. I haven't played this for a long time. Let's go. I just usually do my daily grind on those. Get my 2 bonuses per game mode. And then I go and grind the dungeons for artifact drops. And that's the best way of getting gold. If you stick around, I will be showing you on the stream. Who has the time for edits anymore? I don't. This is just for fun. So I'm not going to spend my time editing videos and all the rest anymore. If you want to watch a live stream, and that's that. Ask your questions. Here we go. The Winter Commander. Yeah, this was a very tough boss because they drop nasty things on your head. When you're a low-level character and you come across them on solo campaign, they will obliterate you and eviscerate you and eradicate you without mercy. Yes. It does feel sweet to punish them and help the noobs. Let's go. On we go, on we go, on we go. Perhaps we'll get a new boss level unlocked today. It has been a while and I haven't used this build on this boss before. And that's right, you can change your equipment. You can unlock certain builds as well, and you can choose them, pre-select. It actually has a lot of variety in this. When I discovered the auto, that was fantastic, because when you first play, it's just a grind, and then it's an auto grind, which makes it a lot more pleasant. All right, so we're getting some nice Easter eggs here. Next level, let's go. Let's go, come on. Of course, the YouTube algorithm punishes everybody. YouTube, you're absolutely worthless when it comes to your long play videos now. I'm not sure what happened to you. It's all about the short vertical format now, no matter what. Even though with live streams, you can set it so that it's vertical cut, which is supposed to happen here as well with a long play horizontal format, but we will see. But you never get as many viewers on long plays as vertical format short play. TikTok, on the other hand, does not punish the audience. YouTube can learn a lot from that. All right, wipe him out. Wipe out the boss. No mercy. Knockout. KO. Drop a comment if you are an old-time player who was around with Street Fighter when there were still arcade machines which you had to be using coins for. Coin op. That's a long time. I'm talking about the 80s. Yeah, all you little ankle biters out there, little noob generation. Yeah, you don't even appreciate what we had to go through. We suffered as gamers in the past. Go back even further. Wow, let me drop a bit of history on you viewers. Olivetti M24, one of the first PCs, home personal computer, desktop. Oh, it was terrible. But back then, man, that was incredible. That's the thing. When you go through pain and suffering, you can often appreciate what it's like not to have it and when things are improved. Otherwise, there's so many spoon-fed gamers now, they don't even appreciate what they're getting and how awesome it is. So back then, one of the biggest hard drives, a 10 megabyte. Megabyte, people. 10,000 kilobytes. It was insanely powerful. And it was the size of a building brick for our house. It was enormous, the hard drive. One of the old spinning hard drives. No SSD solid-state drives back then. Yeah. There we still had 3.25. And floppy disks. Oh, they used to call the other stiffy disks, which were the next upgrade. But that was abysmal. Long before compact disc CDs and DVDs and Blu-ray, and then eventually getting to the SSDs that we enjoy now, and removable mini storage devices. Can you believe it? 10 megabytes. We had an RGB monitor, and I remember some of the games. Let me know in the comments if you're one of the old school gamers. Buck Rogers, Planet of Zoom. Xenon. Snake. Vampire. Yeah, Space Invaders. The real gamers games going way back. Yeah, I've been through all of them. I remember playing on Atari and even ZX81. Not even 1 kilobyte of RAM. Can you believe it? And then I got a 16 kilobyte ZX Spectrum. Man, I love that. I programmed it as well. And I had it upgraded at enormous expense back then because I used to do paper rounds. Yeah, I worked for my money. An abysmal amount. You work all day, no days off after school. You work on weekends, you work. There is no holiday time. Wrapping newspapers, bike riding, that's bicycle, not motorbikes. Delivering newspaper rounds was the way we made the money back then. Yeah. And would save and save and save for months and months and months to buy a game. That's how long it took. A cassette game. Yeah. Old tape cassettes. Post vinyl. And then the ZX Spectrum. Oh, what an amazing machine that was. I enjoyed it for a long time. Then my friend eventually got a ZX 128 after my 48 KB kilobyte, or the tape cassette. That used to take forever to load. Oh man, there were some amazing games on that, like Ya Kung Fu, Exploding Fist. Psst. Oh, what a game. PSST, psst, where you spray bugs. Fantastic. There were so many. I had so many games. I saved for them all. And then my other friend, a shout out to you out there, Douglas. I won't mention your surname, but if you ever watch this, you'll know. Yeah, fellow gamer. Yeah, good times. Decades. Commodore 64. Man, that was awesome. Yeah, brilliant. Long before getting Sega Game Gear, better than Game Boy and Game Boy Color. The Game Gear, and unfortunately they didn't support it for very long. Sega, that was amazing. Little television adapter, Sega Mega Gear, went through all of that. Then eventually PlayStation. Man, that first PS1, that was unbelievably awesome. And eventually, and I never got the PS2, a friend had it. Got the PS3, fantastic. We'll see what the PS6 is like when it comes out eventually. So yeah, played all sorts of different formats. And I can tell you now, you're spoiled rotten if you're watching this and playing it on mobile devices. I prefer this to many of the PC games that are out now. You can just dive on in and play for a few minutes, grind away, get your gaming fix. No fuss. All right, as you can see here, that was just a bit of trip down memory lane. Gamers. Yeah, let's see. Take him out. Come on. Let's go. You can see he's dropping serious pain on everybody. Vampire Bite, very nice for healing. And well done. Good game there. Yes. What level boss are we on? I haven't even been watching. Play next level. Oh, yeah. Level 12. I think we are near the cap that we got to. I'm not sure if we've got past level 12 before. But it's been a long time since we played it. So let's have a look. We just get some good water here. Oh, the best. Glug, glug, glug. Remember, keep hydrated, gamers. Don't be lazy. Get out there and do some gym as well. I've already done my workout this morning outside. It was fantastic. Now I'm here to give you guys a bit of gaming tip time. Yeah. Put this on your device. I'm telling you now, you will enjoy it. You don't get so many grinders in a game unless they really enjoy it. And these are people who are experienced gamers who are playing this. It's easily one of the best grind games because you can grind out really top gear. These artifacts are awesome and you have to work for them. All right, we're not going to get through this, I don't think. Look at this guy's artifacts, and he's also prestige level 1. Ooh, he's got some nice artifacts there. Critical ring, Cursed ring. Oh, I would like to get that. This is what we currently have. Ring of the Fire Lord. Yeah, it's very nice. Fire damage, you get bonuses. All right, this guy is going down by the looks of it. Let's drop some rude messages on them for those who we're playing with. There we go. Yeah, I stopped playing Snaker. For those who've been asking me, I played it for a long time, but they started getting very repetitive and they released too many new characters without actually allowing you any time to upgrade your existing ones. And they got more and more greedy and there were too many bots and you could never actually upgrade your characters because the bots were always hitting the top 10 and they were putting level locks on advancement. You needed to get certain things done and one of them was to get in the top 10 and you could never get there because the bots were there. Yeah, unfortunately I played that for a long time. I might go back to it. It's good for vertical format streams. We'll see. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more Snaker videos. I've got very high levels in that, plenty of them. Yeah, I supported that game a lot, put in a lot of money for them, but they just became too greedy. I'm not even sure if they're still around. Let's see, while that's busy grinding away, let me go to the Play Store on my other device on the tablet here quickly. Let's see, is Snaker still about? Snaker. Yeah, I had some fun making those videos. Oh, look, it shows it's still here. All right, we'll install it. Yes. Let's have a look at you, Snaker. When was it last updated? Otherwise, you're going to be there forever. Otherwise, you're going to be there forever. Not sure what's happening with this live stream. It looks like it's reset. All right, let's carry on. Welcome to all of our viewers out there. We are busy helping the lower level players take out some of the higher level bosses. Just doing a bit of goodwill on this beautiful day today. I hope you're all well and having a good day. Remember, gamers, we're all on the same rock going around the sun. We're family. It doesn't matter who you are, what language you speak, what you look like or anything. Gamers are one family. The same as those who do gym and train. You have to put in the work. You have to use your skills. You have to be disciplined. You have to put in the grind. Unless you are, of course, a little wallet warrior, in which case I don't have any respect for you. Yes, you know who you are. Look for me in all the other games out there. Evil Nightmare, the Epic Beastie Gamer plays, and all of the new players out there. Just remember, some of our older players like have been playing for decades, long before you were even a thought. Yeah, so don't be disrespectful out there, because you will get destroyed in the games. We have the experience. You can't even begin to imagine how many different games and thousands of hours we have invested and sculpted the gaming universe so that you could enjoy your games of today. Just by the way, respect the senior gamers is what I'm telling you out there. This guy's going to destroy us. All right, we did some heals, but yeah, the guy that we with just couldn't hack it. They got wiped out immediately, which means they were carried onto this level. They are not able to handle this level yet. Even with all their artifacts, let's have a look. They've got some good ones. Amulet of Cleanse. Ooh, Book of Frostbite. I haven't seen that one yet. All right, that's very nice. And unfortunately, we're going to get wiped. So, on to the next boss. For those who are just joining the stream or have seen the previous stream, Welcome. Let's move on. We are going to go to the next boss. That's a tough character there. Right, what difficulty? All right, we got up another difficulty. We're nearly on. Let's go to level 1. We're going to help the noobs. Like I said out there, people, jump on in if you're one of them, because I'm grinding the bosses and you could be in the stream. Hop on right now. Yes. The mechanical dragon. Little pestilence. This dragon gives you a very powerful talisman. Remember, if you didn't know this already, you can upgrade your talismans just the same as you can with other equipment like rings and swords or whatever you've got, chest gear, etc., by having 3 items. You must have 3 of the same talisman types. For example, 3 dragon talismans if you want to get a dragon talisman when you upgrade. Let's go to the next difficulty. Otherwise, it will give you a random talisman. The actual talisman power, damage that it does not increase as the quality of the talisman increases. However, you will get extra stats added to it, which obviously are beneficial. So although you start off on a common and go to rare, magic, epic, unique, legendary, mythic, mythic plus, all the way up to super mythic and to artifact level, you cannot go past super mythic for talisman, as I've mentioned in the previous stream. So don't waste your time and money unless you want to do a random potential gain of a super mythic, because it's going to cost you 2 other super mythics, and you may already think, oh, I'm going to get a better one, and you don't get a better one, just so you know. So be careful when you get to super mythic talisman. Again, there are no artifact talismans. All right. You've been warned. On we go to the next boss. Let's help everybody out there. I do enjoy this little dude. Boss level 4, the mechanical dragon. Very cute graphics. I enjoy them. Very cute. With his little glowing eyes, little pestilence. Looks like one of those little games at the fun fairs of old, where you have to hit the little things as they pop out of the holes in the board. Old school gamers out there will know what I'm talking about. Boss level 5. Let's go, mechanical dragon. We're grinding and grinding and grinding. Here we go. Welcome out there to Big Helmets. Yes, we're busy grinding bosses. I'm busy helping lower level characters, carrying them up the levels. If you're playing, hop on in and you will be carried. Yes. Come on, vampire. Let's check out this dude's stats. Liam. Prestige level 1. All right. Oh, it's a slow grind today. Boss level 7. Let's go, let's go. Grind, 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 grind. All right, that talisman that you've just seen trigger there with the dragon fire, you get fire and you get ice. Yeah. This is the boss that drops them. Obviously, the higher level the boss is, the better the drops are going to get. Logical. Boss level 8. It doesn't mean you're going to get the drops. They're not guaranteed, which is good. Nowadays, there are so many of these games that play themselves that they call role-playing games. You log on and it just runs around leveling up and getting billions and billions of currency and endless drops for all the little nooblet gamers out there who cannot actually play for themselves, who want instant gratification. This game is not for you. You can put it on auto, but you're not going to actually level up. For those who remember D1 Diablo, we actually had to grind for decent gear before it just started raining down from the sky in endless mode. Oh, let me know what you think. All right, on we go. Boss level 11. Let's see if we can take out boss level 11. Of course, you often will be carrying other players, but the favor will be returned to you as well when you're playing for the first time on a new level character. Yeah, this guy can do a lot of damage. He's hitting us for 420 a pop. That's not a joke. Of course, compared to higher level bosses you will be seeing for the artifact grind, that's a different story. All right, I'm all by myself here. Let's see what we get. He's got a lot of debuffs. Nice dodge there, Warlock. Well done. Yeah, but he's got a lot of action points, doing a lot of damage. We need to drop some serious pain and curses on this dude. At least there's no stun. Come on. Oh, this is why hit points are so important here, people. Remember to build up your hit points. And you can get hit points permanently added to your characters by playing the arena as well. Upgrade hit points. Hit points can be converted to damage as well. Yes, please. And you're going down, punk. Bam. Yes, you're welcome. All right, let's see. If we get another player who is a bit tougher, we might be able to do the next difficulty level. Let's check it out. I might equip different talismans, put in some talismans of cleanse. I'll show you how that happens and how it works. Oh, they've got a full artifact set. Very nice. Oh, Staff of Curse. Oh, I want that. Amulet of Immunity. Critical Ring. Armor of Sacrifice. Thorn Shield. I haven't seen that. Kicking Boots. Legs of Barricade. Helmet of Stability. Oh, it's a useless thing. Ring of the Fire Lord. All right. And they've got 2 enchantments. So they're quite nicely upgraded there. And they've put on a shield. Very good. Let's dance, indeed. But don't be too cocky. Yeah, you see what happens when you get cocky and you start dropping comments like that. Now you got wiped on the live stream, my friend. Let's see who you are so we can record you for perpetuity. Elijah. Don't get cocky, Elijah. Oh, I'm going down as well. All right, we're going to re-gear. We're going to go change our talismans. Yes, these bosses are not joking around. We'll go down now. It's going to take us out. Yeah. Oh, we needed to cleanse that big time. All right, let's see. Did we even get past this boss before? I'm not sure what the level was. Let's go check out. So, all right, we got stuck on that level. I wonder if we can get past that. Let's go to unique, heal self, equip left, and we'll put on this one. Equip right. Now, as you can see, my total power level has dropped substantially now that I'm not using super mythics. These are the ones, the dragon. As I've mentioned before, the basic stats at the top, Call of the Dragon, do not change with rarity of the talisman. But look at the bottom section. Initiative, burn, bleeding, gold, experience, compared to the ones I've got equipped now, which are pathetic. But you can upgrade them. When I've got 3 rares, I can upgrade them. When I've got 3 uniques, I can upgrade them, etc. All right, I'm saving my super mythic. I might get rid of this ring. Yeah, I'll do it for you. Let's sell it. 25K. Now I want to upgrade this. Can I do it? 50,000. I've got all the stats. For you, YouTube, for the live stream. There we go. Now, this is a level 1 boot. Yeah, it gave me more hit points and that looks much better. All right. I could have disenchanted it, but so what? I've got that one done, that one done to level 1, and that one done to level 1. All right, that's looking good. Artifacts. So these are the ones I've got so far. Look at all the beautiful artifacts out there to grind for, people. Ooh. And every one of them can be disenchanted and added to others. You can see you've got 3 slots on there, 3 slots there. That one's ready. Yeah. Even these are looking good. All right, let's get on with the show now. We have changed our setup to heal. Watch what happens this time. And maybe we'll get a tank, and that will help us. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Boss level 12, here we go. Let's see if we can get past boss level 12 mechanical dragon. Oh, level 1, Lich. Oh, and it's tickets already. That's not a good start, Lich, even with all your facts. That's serious. I'd look at all those stat boosts. If I stop autoplay, you can see I can cleanse at any time. The first 2 there are cleanse, and I can curse. All right, don't hang around too long, you'll get kicked. If you're inactive, it's good. This guy does serious damage. He might wipe us out. It's not looking good for us. Oh, we'll be able to handle it. Ah, no, and the burn. Ah, he wiped us out. So we need a tougher teammate. Remember, with those cleanse items, they will also heal your teammate. So they're very, very nice to bring to a fight, especially in PvP mode with 2v2. Yeah. Raid, you should do that. Tag team arena would be very good. Oh, this one got wiped. What are you doing on this level, dude? All right, there you can see the cleanse, and if I stop the auto, you can see one of them has been used, the one that's on countdown. That's 5 turns. So be careful. If you're doing a manual play, if you want to grind and get past levels that you're stuck on, definitely don't put it on auto, because the stupid thing will go and use both cleanses in a row, even if you don't have things like disease on you or other debuffs, which later bosses will inflict on you to stop you from healing and cause great damage. All right, come on. Oh, will I survive that? No, the flame will kill us. Oh, don't go and be an idiot now. Watch what happens. I take it off, use the talisman, cleanse, bam. Now I'll put it back on auto. Now, it would have helped if we had a tougher teammate, but we're not going to get past this now by ourselves. This guy's just way too hectic. And now, of course, if you have a look, the talisman's on cooldown. That one there is on 4 turns still. Yeah, we're out. Smackdown. We need more attack points. We need better gear. All right, I'm going to stop on that boss level. Let's go to the next boss. The Wild Chicken Boss. Also quite a pestilence. We only got to level 11 on this one before. Let's see. And the grind begins all over again. If you want to see the other characters, stick around. I might play different characters on different day streams. We'll see. But for now, my focus is on leveling up the Warlock. Remember, your equipment carries over. And if I bring a low-level character to a high-level fight, I'm going to get wiped, even with high-level equipment, because I won't have the hit points needed to soak the damage. So when you see someone with a level 1 character, you can be sure they are not there to help you. They are there to basically get a free ride and level their character up. However, I can go to exit here, and I can go back to play just to show you. Let's do the next character. Now, of course, it's not as high level and it's not prestige 1. But it will easily wipe out this boss because of my equipment. Low level. So, yeah, you can see. You can jump over the boss and attack from behind, depending on which character you've got. We with a poisoner. They cast debuff poisons, and then they can get them to explode all at once and cause a huge amount of damage. I played the poisoner for quite a while. I like them. They're good. All right. So that was a nice little character there. And let's go. Why not? Since I'm doing the boss grinds, going up the different levels, we will change to you, the poisoner. Come on. Spearman. And there you can see, look at those poisons. You see the skull. Yeah, and then you can see each time I hit it, the number and the amount of the damage is going up. Spearman's very good. Does knockback. It's a built-in knockback on the skill. All right, so now we go to play next difficulty. No, we are going to go through all the different characters. At least once. You can see the assassin. You know what? I'll leave it like that. We'll change the difficulty next time, so we are actually progressing. So, assassin. Watch what the assassin does. Yep. Sneaky. So autoplay is totally fine on your lower levels. And if you've got the gear, you can also soak higher levels. But if you want to do a manual takeover, you can easily do that as well. All right, we'll go to the next character. And this time, as I mentioned, we will change the difficulty. Let's do level 2. And we go to the Wild Spearman. Let's do a little character check while we're doing this. As you can see, gear level is the same because they've got exactly the same equipment on. I could upgrade them here. I just need to get a book. See this? Upgrade, what do you need? It increases it a lot. Upgrading hero's special ability increased its effectiveness, blah, 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 blah. So it's very straightforward. Let's look at the perks. Critical hit, chance, and pushback. Very useful to have. All right, let's go. Wild Spearman. I have not played them for quite some time. So let's drop some love on them as well. They will get a bit of a level boost. See the knockback. Very good for squishy characters. Just keep the bosses out of range. It doesn't help with certain bosses, of course, who are just going to bombard you from a distance. But this little dude didn't even manage to get up to the character pretty much, thanks to the knockback. All right, but that shield that they've got is awesome. All right. That was the Spearman. Certain quests will actually tell you, go and play with this particular character to complete the quest. So if you want to earn a bit of gold that way and get some experience, you can. All right, Berserker, very popular character. Very good character, in fact. All straightforward here. Perks. And let's go. I'm not going to ignore that because after the live stream, I will go back and watch that advert. I'm happy to support them when it is a voluntary advert. Yeah, but the forced adverts, as I said in previous streams, that's just no bueno, really. That is super pathetic and nobody appreciates that, game developers. All right, for anybody who watches the stream, yes, I have turned off the music and the sound effects. The music is extremely and irritating, in my opinion. I don't even know what they were smoking when they were doing it because that soundtrack really doesn't match the game at all. All right, good job, Berserker. Let's go up to the next level of character. And we are going to do the ninja. Accuracy. So when you're seeing dodge, 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 and you can't hit anyone, that's because of this little punk with the high accuracy levels. All right, let's go. Incidentally, there is a lightning perk which you can get as well, and also on your equipment. Whenever somebody moves, they get struck by lightning. It's very irritating for them, and that's great to have. I think I've got 25% lightning damage. Let's see, do I still have that item? Yeah, there it is, 25%. Watch the lightning coming down. Whenever the boss will move, they'll get struck by lightning. Wait for it. They'll have their fight first. Watch the lightning bolts as the boss moves. What? Bzzzt, lightning bolt. And it's a real pest. It does a lot of damage. That's thanks to us. We cleansed, healed. It's very nice. Removed debuffs. It's nice that you can use that on all the different characters. That particular, basically, debuff like a cleric skill. All right, on we go on to the connected again. What is going on? I want this sorted out. Connected again. What is going on? I want this sorted out. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're having technical difficulties out here. Let's see, we're going to play the next difficulty setting. But before that, we're going to be changing the character. That was a demonstration of all of our different good characters. Let's change the difficulty. We're going to level 6, and we're going to go to... So that was the path of evil. Done. Now we'll start off with the shield man. Yes, nice little tank. You can see the perk, armor. Yeah, very popular in PvP, this character. Let's go. All right, let's have a look at what this character's stats are. Look at this. So you can rush up. The first two sections you can see here next to jump are for the talisman slot. So you can equip whatever you want there. Then your skill and then your standard attack. So the special skill has a cooldown of 4 turns. These talisman have a cooldown of 5 turns. All right, on we go on to the next. Let's go, next level up. And the next level up is going to be Now it's getting a bit tougher. And we are going to choose this archer. Archer is also very good in PvP, by the way. Yeah. 30% base ice damage. All right, let's go. Oh, dropping some serious hurt onto that bird. Bam! Look at all of that pain. Whoa, and all those debuffs. Yeah, they're very aiding in PvP with high attack points. You can basically one-shot your opponents because you can stack very high crit on these, the archer and the crossbowman.